Okay, so I want to show you one problem that has come up a couple times here, and that's the fact that when you switch back to object or edit mode, your mesh that you've sculpted just reverts back to the sphere. So let me just Shift A, add a mesh. Oh, don't know why my 3D cursor was over there. Just going to start over again. Oops. Okay. Okay, so the problem is when you add a modifier, if you don't apply it, then you're just going to basically see it in sculpt mode, and that's it. So I'll just show you this. I'm going to subdivide a couple times here, and then let's go to sculpt mode. Okay, so I'm just going to mess up this sphere to make it obvious that I've made some changes to it. Actually looks kind of cool. It could be like some kind of alien elephant. There we go. Okay, so now if you watch, I'm in sculpt mode right now. If I go back to object mode, okay, it's all right. But if I go to edit mode, you're going to see a sphere. Okay, so this is a problem that a lot of people ended up with, and the problem is if you're trying to color materials or add textures to just certain faces, like if you just want to color the eyes, for instance, you're going to run into issues because we end up with a sphere here. So what you can do on the right hand side with modifier, if you apply that modifier, now when I go back to edit mode, you'll see that I have my mesh. Okay, the other way to do that is to let's go back to I've lost my thing now. Oh, there we go. The other way to do that is to press Alt-C, and this can convert mesh from curve, meta, surf, text, etc. So if I do that, press Alt-C, then that will also convert my sculpt into a mesh. Okay, and then I can use the, well, hang on, let's go Control Tab, let's select faces. Then I could use the C, the circle select, to select certain faces if I want to color them. So if I just want to color his forehead here, then I could do that. Another thing you could do, I don't know if I've seen anyone do this yet, but you could add in more meshes, so more spheres, for instance, and use these as eyeballs, and so on. Okay, it probably would look a lot better if you had your eyeballs as separate objects, because then you could color them differently and add a different effect to them and whatnot. Okay, and here's one last little tip. If you want to duplicate something, you press Shift-D, and you can duplicate whatever you have selected. Okay, you could do the same thing for teeth if you wanted to. So let's, just for fun, I'm going to add, let's add a cone. Okay, so I'm just using Shift D to duplicate a bunch of teeth. And then you can Shift right click to select multiple objects. So let's see here. Okay, so there you go. I've got my alien elephant. I've got eyes on him. I've added teeth to him. So I would recommend not just limiting yourself to one object. Feel free to create your alien out of multiple objects. If you want to add eyeballs or teeth or horns, anything like that, you can sculpt the basic organic shape of the alien and then add features using other objects if you prefer. Okay, but hopefully this helps you get your mesh into edit mode if you want to. Okay, and like I said, from here, your goal is to color your alien.